What's up? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Uncle Fred in the house again. Man, I think, man, if I used to drink before, boy, I'd be drinking right now. And I got to check my blood pressure. My blood pressure about good, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing right now because I think that's what we need right now. One, two, 1, 2, 3. No, we're not doing that again. Once is enough for right now. Boy, what an Iron Bowl that was. And I'm speechless. Anytime you got old Uncle Fred lost for words, you know it was something. My goodness. When I tell you that when the Iron Bowl come around, it don't matter what the score is, it don't matter the standings, it don't matter what you playing for. Them guys giving it all they got. Auburn, I can't say that. I can't get nothing but respect, man. That was a well played football game, man. I can't even front. Can't even front. And I had said on my opening on yesterday on my pregame that when we play in Auburn, especially when we playing them down there, we gotta meet their intensity. They coming at this thing with everything they got. You know, I was watching it with some friends, and they were saying, "Man, why ain't Auburn played like this all year?" Because they wasn't playing Bama. It's like, man, we got a chance to make our season mean something. And they was hitting, they was coming after Bryce Young, they was tackling guys short of the first down. It was knocking passes down. They even intercepted Bryce once. Bryce ain't had an interception in like a month and a half. The heck, but man. And then, no offense, but Auburn, you got every break in the book to win this game. Okay. But Alabama wins it 24-22 in 4 overtimes. And man, Alabama could have scored for 3 quarters. First time they've been held scoreless for 3 quarters since I think November of 2016 when they beat LSU 10-0. Okay, it was nothing going to the 4th quarter. And they kicked the field goal, and then I think Jalen finished off like a 47-yard run to finish it. And they won 10-0. But man, that's the kind of stuff, man. So let's get into it. Now, first of all, I'm gonna say, when I say Alabama didn't meet their intensity, they did not for about 3.5 quarters. Auburn just seemed a little quicker than us, a little more alert than us. Especially our offensive line, man. They made changes all up and down the offensive line. You know, taking the right tackle. Right tackle was getting hammered. They was coming and they was putting their best pass rusher over on the right side, coming and they was getting at Bryce early, making him throwing it early, throwing it hot, and a lot of errant throws, a lot of off throws. Man, going into the 4th quarter, he had like 60 yards passing on like 12 of like 26, been sacked like 5 times. Okay. I mean, they were coming, man. They was coming. And so, well, I mean, and everything that could go wrong for Bama went wrong. Okay. You had, first of all, I don't know what the heck they doing having Jameson Williams on the kickoff coverage team, And I know everybody kind of got to play special teams, but dude, that dude a little too valuable for your team to have him as the I'm just saying, certain guys you're not fixing to have on that. And fooled around and got him a targeting call. There was a good call too. He caught him flushing the helmet, and I'm like, "Come on, Jameis, you too valuable for that." Because we've really been running with 2 wide receivers. We've been running with John Mechie and Jamison Williams, and then Slay Bolden gets some stuff every now and then. Slay Bolden was big in this game though, late in the game, and so and some of the other guys really hadn't come through. So we had to play the whole second half without Jamison Williams, and it showed too. So now they can roll coverage to John Mechie's side and kind of just let the unexperienced guys try to get it. You had that going for you. So that kind of limited the offense. Like I said, they were shuffling in different right tackles. They had what's his name? Chris Spade, is that his name? They had him in and they took him out and brought in Seth McLaughlin, and he was in there, and they took out Dalcourt as center. There was a couple of bad snaps, one on a field goal and with a punt, holder dropped the snap. That's Paul Tyson too. That's Paul Bear Bryant's great grandson. Dropped the snap. And then later in the fourth quarter, that same center snapped one low on 4th down, and Bryce had to eat it. Terrible call in the third quarter. I can't remember who the offensive lineman was on a 24-yard play by Brian Robinson. Called the guy for losing his helmet. He got his helmet knocked off, and he was engaged with a guy. What's he supposed to do? How's that a call on him? It wasn't like he could run off the field. The guy had him held. That is the dumbest penalty I've ever caught. And Auburn got the benefit of that. Y'all got benefit of that call. It was the dumbest call, and there's almost everything they could think to call against us at the worst opportune time. They tried to call it. Okay, late in the game on a pick, they called roughing the passer, and I was like, dude, that's just a basic tackle. They just reaching for stuff to call to give them additional time so they can run more time off the clock. But I'm gonna tell you, the play of the game was with about a minute and 40 seconds left. Auburn got the ball 2nd and 9, and if they get a first down, the ball game's over. And they let Tank Bigsby loose, and he runs out to the sideline. And I thought he had the first down, but I want to say it was Christian Harris. Almost got a horse collar, but got him around and kind of pushed him out of bounds. Because if he gets down in bounds, we didn't have no timeouts left. They could have punted that ball with about 15, 20 seconds left, and we would not have had a chance to do what we did. Instead, out of bounds, stops the clock, and then they have to punt. But that punter, man, down the thing inside the 5-yard line. 2nd time in a row he did that. Down at the 3. So we got first down and 10 at our own 3-yard line, needing a touchdown with a minute and 20 seconds left in the game. No timeouts. These are the types of things that make you got circumstances. You have obstacles. You got bad calls. You got bad play calls from Bill O'Brien. Don't know what them 3rd and 4th down calls were. Just running right up the middle. What do you call it? Back-to-back running plays when the offensive line really was out of sorts. Not rolling Bryce Young out to whatever, get him out of harm's way. Just idiocy. That dude keep his job after this year. He a good one. But here it is. With all that in play, minute and a half, a minute 20, whatever the case was, 1st and 10 on 3-yard line, needing 97 yards. Bryce Young, what you got? When they line up for the play, he just swinging his arms. I said, wait, he way too calm in this. Just wait. He must have knew what was about to come. So on that drive, we go incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 10 from our 3. Season comes down to this play right here, because what you gonna do on 4th down? They're gonna probably blitz, and you're gonna probably get a safety. Gets flushed out, rolls out to the right, hits John Mechie, 22-yard gain, 1st down. And I'm like, okay, we got a pulse. We got a pulse. All right. Then 1st down from the 23, 25. Nobody's open, scrambles for 9 yards. Good play, Bryce. Out of bounds, 2nd and 1. Then he hits my boy Ja'Cory Brooks with a 21-yard pass down to the 48-yard line. First down. I'm like, okay, Ja'Cory. This is the guy that came in for Jameson Williams. First catch of the day. And I'm like, cool. First down, right about midfield. Okay. So then we go incomplete. There was some bad play calling in some of them. Incomplete, bad routes, everything to the sidelines with nothing cutting across the middle. I just didn't like none of the play calls. But on 4th down at the 42-yard line, this is what I call a Heisman moment right here, because it's 4th down and 7. Okay. If you don't make this play, ball game over, because it's like 40 seconds left in the game. Okay. Bryce Young, cool as my man Stuart Scott used to say, God rest his soul, cool as the other side of the pillow. Drops back, looks one way, comes back to the left, hit Jaleel Billingsley out of bounds, first down at the 28-yard line. I'm like, okay, first down. We got about 30 seconds left. We at the 28. We got a shot. Then we go incomplete. And then it's 3rd and 10 from the 28. Bryce Young comes back, pumps, flings it over the right shoulder. Ja'Cory Brooks, guy filling in for Jameson Williams, cradles that thing, gets his feet in, falls to the sideline, ball secured, touchdown. It's 10-10, 24 seconds left in the game. That's what legends are made of. Drives like that. 12-play, 97-yard drive with 1 minute and 25 seconds left. That's a Heisman moment right there. That's what you're supposed to do right there. Cool as the other side of the pillow. Wasn't flapped at all. Blood pressure still the same. Me, I ain't even playing. I'm on cardiac arrest. I ain't even in the game. Bryce Young sitting there, arrows flying all around him. He just cool as he can be. Throws that dime. This guy, I don't know if he's a rookie, but that dude, that's the first significant playing time he got. Biggest catch he's ever had in Bama. Cradles that thing. He ended with 2 catches, 49-yard touchdown. Good. That's big stuff, man. That's Devontae Smith kind of stuff, catching that touchdown in the championship game kind of stuff. You know, the 28-yard pass on 3rd down in the Iron Bowl. That's the kind of stuff that's made up. Then we go to overtime, and of course, overtime. They changed that thing up this year, man. You go 25-yard line. Of course, now we get a touchdown. I think it went to, I want to say it was Slay Bolden. Then they get a touchdown. Then we kick a field goal. They kick a field goal. And then once you go to those two things, then you go to the 2-point conversion, which I don't like that, because you really got one play. You don't get that one play from the 2-yard line, and then they get theirs. That ball game. I don't like that. But be that as it may, we get ours, and they get theirs. I think we got ours to John Mechie, and they get theirs. And then they try theirs and don't get it. The ball got knocked down. I said, so we got one chance to get it. And we go to John Mechie in the left corner of the end zone, get in, taps the toes down, does the snake fist fighter or whatever that thing is they do. Auburn was trying to mimic that when they got their little plays or whatever. That's all right, though. I'm going to do it for you. All right. And that 2-point conversion sends them home. See you. 24-22, 4-out overtime. Alabama wins the Iron Bowl. Probably the most gut-wrenching, the most exciting, blood-pumping Iron Bowl I have ever seen. And like I said, no disrespect to Auburn. Y'all played a whale of a football game with TJ Finley gutting it out. Got hurt a couple times. He was in there throwing dimes. And, Tank Bisbee, wasn't really able to do much, but he had a couple nice runs when he needed them. But that was a well-played, hard-hitting football game. I wouldn't expect nothing less from the Iron Bowl. But Alabama moves on. They 11-1. Don't know what the poster's going to say. They don't know. They ain't never had to play Auburn and Jordan Hare like that. It's a tough place to play. We was able to come out with that. Bryce Young ended up with 25 out of 51 for 317 yards and two touchdowns, 1 interception. So he ends up with about 3,800 yards, 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I still got him as my Heisman Trophy winner because when the chips was in the middle of the table, okay, when the towel was about to be thrown in, Bryce Young came up huge. He don't have a pulse. They talked to him after the game. He's like, well, I mean, I trust my teammates. They've been there for me. I'm there. We've been through this all the way through training camp. You know, I wouldn't worry. I knew what we was gonna do. That's what you want your leader to be. Everything might be going HE double hockey sticks around him, but he stays cool and calm and delivers. Bryce Young, that's my man right there. Number 9. I hate it that you carrying around an inept offensive coordinator, whatever, but you the man. That dude can quarterback my team anytime, anywhere, any day. Bryce Young, that's my guy. If that dude ain't sitting up there in New York in 2 weeks, it's a freaking travesty. But Alabama wins this thing, roll tide. We was looking in there for about 3/4 of the game, couldn't score, couldn't move. Credit to Auburn. They was anywhere we tried to go, they was there. They was making tackles short of the first down. We couldn't get nothing going. But we needed to make a play. We made a play. And we move on from here. Roll tide, baby. And then it don't get no better than that, man. Man, sometimes when the things are rough like that, that's when you enjoy it and appreciate it the most. If we'd have won it 40-3, don't know what we would be like going up next week against Georgia. But we had to gut that out. We got that gut punch. Maybe what Georgia show us, we'll be ready for that because Auburn prepared us, and we thank y'all for that. We move on. Bama's 11-1, and we're gonna see what this thing gonna turn out to be at the SEC championship next week. We in the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. It's gonna be a barn burner. And I can't wait. Roll Tide, baby. We gonna be there. We in this thing representing. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So that's all I got from Uncle Fred today. But man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna need a nap. You know, because that game wore me out. Okay, because you think it was only. It kind of reminds me of the championship game in 2017. We just like, well, it's all over. You know, we got one throw here, and the dude hit Devontae Smith with that 41-yard touchdown pass, and you go from despair to adulation in a matter of seconds. That's the kind of thing that puts you on cardiac arrest medication right there. That's the kind of stuff that gets you like that. But you know what, man? Wouldn't have it no other way. But Roll Tide, baby. We got this thing. Let's just see where this thing go. Man, y'all thought y'all gonna have this championship thing without us. Y'all better invite us. You know that's the Alabama Invitational. You already know. We coming for that thing. Georgia, we coming for y'all. You know, y'all was hoping that we'd have lost. So y'all could lose and could still go to the championship game. Nah, man, y'all gonna have to beat us to go now. All right. So we're gonna see where to go. But that's all I got from the desk of Uncle Fred. Let's go ahead and hit this thing one more time. A 1, a 2. That's all I got from Uncle Fred. I'm still a little hoarse. Blood still pumping. But that's all I got. Y'all please like, comment, and subscribe. It's a great day to be an Alabama fan, and we move on. And let's see where this thing go. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide, roll.